So I guess the cat is out of the bag with Tera and en masse. How long have you guys been at this?
So I joined the company last November, and really once I sat down and played the game, I was sold. I was really excited, and I knew we had something good here. Right, so a lot of the questions I've been asked here today have been, you know, what's your max level, which is 60, and then the question that always follows that is, well, how long does it take to get to 60? And I'm here to tell you, I don't know yet, because that's what the focus group tests are for. You know, the base of the game, where it was going, and how they were taking it, and, you know, provided some immediate feedback, and within weeks, we rallied with the dev team to actually run a focus group test here in the West, where we had both North American and European players get in and provide us feedback, which has already been re-implemented in the version you're seeing here today at GDC.
Because that's one of the things. There's a lot of popular Korean MMOs that sort of don't really make it in the West. And how do you feel that Tera fits into this?
I think that this is, you know, the goal of the company to be a global product, but also to really succeed here in the West. You know, I believe that, you know, Tera really combines that action with the MMO, and that's really going to set us apart. You know, back in November, the first thing we did was we plugged in a controller and we got it working with a controller, and we really said this is going to appeal a lot to Western gamers that are used to kind of that action RPG type feel that maybe aren't necessarily willing to go that step to the keyboard and mouse. So we really think we are going to hit a new audience, but also build upon the existing MMO audience.
How are you working to sort of adapt the game to the Western audience?
So we're doing that on a few fronts. One, through the focus group tests like I'm talking about, you know, making sure that we get our gameplay feedback in, even when the localization's in a very early state. And then on top of that, we've got a team of over 10 writers, all of which have either been published in fantasy, books, novels, graphic novels, games, everything. And so they're really going through and working collaboratively with the story team in Korea to make sure that, you know, our Western story is lining up with their story, and even re-implementing some things back into the Korean story as well.
Can you give can you give us an insight into the world and what's really, what the focus of the world is and what it sets apart from other MMOs?
Right, so we keep saying we're all action and no faction, and the no faction part really speaks loudly to the world of the game, because everybody's part of what's called the Valkyrian Federation, and the Valkyrian Federation is this federation that was formed to repel back this evil, but it's working, right? It's not a war-torn world necessarily, it's everybody's happy. It's a time of unity, peace, prosperity. There's this new generation that's kind of rising to the top, and everybody's, you know, trying to work together and, you know, be a part of something bigger than themselves. That's where the story comes in. And so there's a mysterious island that's appeared between the two continents, and players are being dispatched to investigate. You know, they'll go to the island and then they'll report back, and the story will lead them on from there.
So what kind of time schedule are you on right now, and when do you feel that you'll be able to roll it out here in the West?
Right. So I think, as with, you know, it's pretty obvious with an MMO is you have to launch right. And so we're going to make sure that we are ready both from a feedback perspective, a support perspective, and even a security perspective. And so we're looking at early next year to launch Tera here in the West.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.